with terrible field position at the 8. On the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Drives into the pile just to pick up a 1. They'll spot it at the 10.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. And they know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield. So a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance because of those names you just mentioned. We're expecting this running game to be elite.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. 4th down, Manning. Under fire. And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick 6 and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. From inside his own 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Coming out aggressively. Snags it on the right. Here he goes. He's at the touchdown, Longhorn. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, 1 snap, put it in the end zone. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pringle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside, it's Fletcher. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
On the ground, it's Pringle. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
It's 3rd and 5. He breaks a tackle. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Mensah. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off. That's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Looking for a big play. Got it down the field. He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Here's Manning to throw. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Manning from the gun on third down. And they can't make the play on third down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on fourth. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Catch in the middle, it's Lofton. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Right on the money. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Throwing Mensah. Here comes the heat. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo.
And on that play on the RPO, they...
Open field on the right. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coleman. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time. Now they'll have to convert 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Ready. Ready, go.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that hurts missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
Fights off the defender. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Mensa to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Darian Mensa from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Arch is going to throw for it. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Pringle. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
On the run from inside his 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Arch Madness. Looking long. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? First down here for the offense. He's looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Art's going to spin it again. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes a grab and room to run. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Manning. He wants to go deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Creates a little space. Ridden out of bounds at the 14-yard line, and that'll give them a bit more room to operate.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough, and there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
After that big game, maybe no longer content to just run the ball and go to the locker room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas. And an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 5 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Fighting Irish, keeping things within arm's reach here in this ranked-on-ranked battle. I think the plan here is just to get to halftime, then figure out a way to pull this out in the second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. The special makes the catch and he's free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
Leaves it with the back. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense. But coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch. But advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
I got to be honest, I'm a little surprised the offense is trying to go so fast here after giving up a huge loss on that sack. You'd think they'd want to just take a second, regroup before running this next play.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Manning tries to pick it up on third down. Got a man in the middle. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Here's Arch to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Could be an alley. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
That's caught. It's Townsend. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Quick release by the QB. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texans! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Mensah escapes the pressure to his right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, we had... shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Oh, he wants it all. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, that's an incompletion and really poor accuracy by the quarterback there. When you're throwing the ball down the field, you don't need to make it perfect, but you do got to put it somewhere around your receiver. You got to give him an opportunity to go up and make a play for you.
Throwing Manning. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. With the catch, it's Townsend. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Touchdown, Texas! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he made the extra point without problem. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Throwing, Mensah. Caught in the backfield, it's Pringle. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the 4th quarter. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. He goes right back to the air, moving out to the right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Makes a man miss. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They've got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. He's got him. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll try to do it himself. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
Mensah. He'll take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires left. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Taking it the other way. At the 20. And he is taking it all the way back. Touchdown, Longhorns! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you.
Makes the grab in their space. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Canes moving quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive. And I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time to go to the other guy to see what he can do because this passing attack has not been great.
It's complete on the right side. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Hurricanes go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Now from inside the red zone. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Canes! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. The AT unit on the field. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner is stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. Manning from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. And the missed connection on third down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run for it, it's Brown. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Brought down at the 11 as he was trying to find enough room to take it back for the pick six.
Well, Ben, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
To throw, Manning. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, 13 seconds to go. The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Smothers. Created some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He might want another play. Here's Manning to throw. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this